to our third and final topic. This is the E3 predictions of 2018. As of right now, this is about 2 weeks. Well, when this is being released, it's 2 weeks out. When we're recording this, is about a month in advance.
Yeah, we're recording about a month in advance.
So for those people that are wondering why we didn't announce it, or if something gets announced in the time frame, it is May 12th, 2018.
Yep.
So the reason why we have to date it is because we only record every once a month. So if something happens before then, something gets announced the week before, that still counts as a point.
Yeah.
We're going back to our point system as we did in part 1.
Okay.
If your thing,
Yep.
if you think it's going to be there, you get, you know, it's the point. Makes an appearance, whatnot, do the whole 9 years.
All of my games I know are going to be there.
Oh,
that
okay.
I chose. I went more with games that I want to see more of.
Okay.
Versus like what we
now
did here.
if I read off some of these games,
Yeah.
You might add to your list.
Yeah, I'll jump on with yours.
Okay,
If that's
all right.
I went with. I looked at it as, what do I want to see at E3?
Okay.
That's how I looked at it.
Okay.
So for me personally. No,
we'll play around with it.
We'll just do it.
No. I'm
go.
not saying. I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to think of how else we can add to that of being another point system thing.
Right.
But go on. What's your first one, and then we'll see where we go from here.
So the first one I have up top is I need some sort of faith reestablished in this game.
Okay. Which is?
It was just Anthem.
Anthem. I have that on my list too.
Because it's going to be there. It's going to be there. But I need to see some sort of structure, and I need to see actual gameplay and not some scripted thing.
Okay, I just came up with an idea.
Yeah.
We'll go with gameplay or trailer gets you a point.
Okay. Yeah,
so if you say you want gameplay,
I want
that
gameplay.
gets you a point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
I don't want a trailer. I
no
want a
trailer.
gameplay.
Okay. You think there's going to be gameplay? We'll even go a step further. Whose stage is it getting on?
Anthem's going to probably be on Xbox.
Okay. All right.
That's what
that is EA.
It was announced.
Yeah.
It was announced at Xbox's last press conference.
Yeah, they very much have.
It was the last thing.
Wasn't it both at the EA conference and at Xbox's? But it was announced at Xbox. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're saying
gameplay.
Gameplay?
Proper gameplay.
Okay, write gameplay next to it. Just write.
I already did.
Oh, okay. And all right. And then Xbox next to it. Xbox stage.
All right.
Okay. I think Anthem is going to be there as well.
Yeah.
I think we're getting a trailer. I don't think we're getting gameplay.
Okay.
I think we're going to get a trailer again. It might contain some
gameplay.
But I very much think it's going to be
gameplay.
very much that, and a lot of like the E3 pan shot trailer-esque thing. It's going to be it's going to feel very much like trailer than it is gameplay. Because to me, gameplay is like someone's standing there on stage and he's walking around, like they're showing the guy moving around.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a trailer of a very like, yeah, you got it over in Sector 7, whatever. Yeah, I think it's very much, that's probably the best we're going to get out of it. I think we're going to go, I'll even give you a chance to come back on this one too.
No,
I think we're going to get the trailer, a very short-esque trailer at the Xbox stage, but we're going to get the very like full play trailer and a release day. I think we're getting a release day also at the EA conference.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
So, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going with wait, where is it at? Here it is. I get release day at EA, and then trailer.
Trailer, just a trailer.
Yeah, at Xbox. Okay.
So what's one for you?
I have. I'm gonna go with this one. Cyberpunk 2077. I think it's gonna be there.
It has to be.
I think we're gonna get something.
It has to be there. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
And now I'm really excited.
Is that gonna go on your list?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think yes, Cyberpunk has to be there.
Okay, so I gotta get points here. This is where you can start racking up points. So I think Cyberpunk 77 is gonna be at E3.
Mm-hmm.
But CD Projekt Red is making it, so now this makes it complicated. Now I have three
Where's
options.
it gonna be? Where's it gonna be?
Exactly. Who would CD team up with? I think it's gonna be on PlayStation stage.
That's what I think it's gonna be too.
Okay. And I think we're getting a trailer at the PlayStation stage. No release date.
I think we're gonna see. Now, are you thinking cinematic trailer? Like we had before with that lady who's like frozen, where it's like it's.
No, I think it'll be a hybrid of like gameplay, cutscene.
I think
very well put together.
I don't think we're gonna get a cinematic trailer. I think we're gonna get a gameplay trailer. And it's not gonna be a live gameplay, but I think it's gonna be a gameplay trailer. You know what I mean?
I'm going hybrid trailer.
I'm gonna go gameplay trailer
at PlayStation's. No release date.
I don't think. Will there be a release day?
I'll even count years. Years count too.
I bet you.
So if they give us like a very vague 2019 release,
I bet you they'll probably say something like spring 2019.
I'm not giving it a release date. So if you really want to earn extra bonus points on this one,
I'm gonna say spring.
Okay.
19.
I'll even give it to you if it comes out before then.
Because Witcher always came out in May.
Okay, well there you go.
So.
All right, what do you got?
My next one is gonna be the new Bethesda game that's
it's the one that we talked about.
I don't know. Maybe it's supposed to be the Skyrim or the Elder.
No, this is not what that was. No, the one that BioShock, the game.
Yeah, that was the BioShock.
Yeah.
No.
Wait, that's Bethesda. No, I'm thinking something else. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
No, apparently the rumor is they were supposed to announce it last year, but canceled that announcement.
Time wise, it would have been last year.
But even the presentation was it was kind of pseudo in the presentation. They just didn't point it out.
Mm-hmm.
But it's supposed to be in the vein of like, your Fallout and Elder Scrolls game. You know how they kind of have like the same.
So this is a new IP?
Yeah, new IP. But it's gonna play like how Fallout and Elder Scrolls are basically the same game in different worlds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The way that they play and
one's
the structure.
End of the world, one is fantasy.
But like they're
the same bones,
right?
Different meat.
Yes, exactly. But it's supposed to be in space.
Whoa.
And it was supposed to be announced last year because if you rewatch their trailer,
was it in the terminal thing where Wolfenstein was?
It was. If you watched their at the beginning, they were supposed to announce it, I guess, at the beginning because during their little opening scene, there's like a bunch of stars everywhere, and that was supposed to then transition into the new game. Well, they cut that transition out, but you still see all the stars and all, like they're in space. Again.
Yeah.
But
okay.
No, this is what I'm excited for this.
I have no idea about this, so I'm not even going to touch it. So if you get bonus point, you get points for these if you got it. So.
I think they're going to announce this new IP, which is basically it's same type of gameplay as Fallout. This is what people have said.
Okay.
It's like it's basically Fallout, Elder Scrolls, but in space.
That's where all games go. Like where else are you going to go?
Because I think it also makes sense. I think that's probably
that would
reason why
that would scratch my itch.
Because I didn't really get into the Fallout games. I tried them. Oh well, I've tried them. I didn't really get into them.
But you're an Elder Scrolls fan.
I love the Elder Scrolls.
Yeah.
I love me some Elder Scrolls.
But see, that's the thing is like for me, I've tried both, and I've been very much like Fallout's cool. Fantasy games don't really get me that much.
That's fair.
But then I'm just like. Yeah. And then Mass Effect though, I'm like, oh yeah, I love this. Dude, I love everything about Mass Effect.
No, when I finally got this guy to play Mass Effect, he burned through the whole trilogy in 2 months?
No, not even that long.
Not
it was
like
a week, 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, burned through them. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to see.
All right, so let's break it down here. You got a new IP.
Yeah.
From Bethesda.
I'm gonna say, and now
on the Bethesda stage, obviously.
Yep.
What are we getting from it?
I think it's gonna be like a cinematic trailer.
Trailer. Okay.
It's either gonna be a cinematic. Well, no, because they don't do cinematic trailers for their games. They do gameplay trailers for their games.
in-engine trailers.
Yes.
Because like I'm thinking Wolfenstein, I'm like, well, there's cutscenes. So
yeah,
but yes,
no.
yeah,
They don't do like fancy like full.
That's what I
on,
like. That's
yeah.
what I classify as like a hybrid.
Oh,
one.
okay.
For me, that's just my wording of
Yeah.
it because it's like gameplay in cutscene esque. So you're thinking a hybrid.
Yeah, that's
trailer.
What I think. And then I don't. I think they might give a year, but I don't think they're going to be specific as to a release date.
So you're gonna say release?
No, I'm not gonna.
Okay, no release date.
No, I just
okay,
gonna
that's
say
not gonna.
Yeah,
just
this new IP, that hybrid type of cinematic, and they're either gonna open or close with it.
Okay, all right.
Because I think this game is the reason why we haven't had an Elder Scrolls game in almost 7 years.
Yeah. What? Oh, jeez. Skyrim was the last one, right?
Yeah. Online. But they didn't make that.
That's true.
They didn't make that.
ZeniMax I'm sure they
made
helped,
that.
though.
They just published it.
Yeah. I'm just curious why they never allowed another company. Well, I guess Obsidian, like those guys made
Obsidian did
South Park though, didn't
Obsidian made New Vegas.
Yeah, but they went off and did South Park to continue on, right? Because they were the reason why it went on to.
I don't know.
Right? No, but anyway, that's what I'm saying. My point is, Obsidian type company never came in to make a like a Skyrim-esque type thing or a Fallout spin-off like how they did with New Vegas. And New Vegas is way better than Fallout 3. So it's like, I mean, in my opinion, because I feel like there's more
meat
story to it. Yeah.
But no, I want to know what this is because I guarantee you if they do announce this is why we haven't had a new Elder Scrolls game in almost because on November 11th, Skyrim will turn.
Yeah, because it was 11/11/11, right?
Yeah, it came out on 11/11/11. So Skyrim will on November 11th will turn 7.
Yeah, it's a long time.
And I don't think they've ever gone that long in an Elder Scrolls release.
No, because I think by number wise, it would have came out last year.
Oblivion came out in 2006. I want to say 2006 or 2007.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It should have come out. But like you were saying, if they cut it, that was what would have came out.
I don't know. Here's the thing though. I just remembered though, because with the last game that they did properly, which was Fallout 4, they announced it and it on E3 and it came out that following fall.
Yeah, they could. That's what they do. Wolfenstein 2. Wolfenstein 2 was announced.
Yeah,
and came out. Or Wolfenstein in general, I think, did that. Doom did the same thing. Yeah, usually with Bethesda, they're like, nope, it's coming.
They keep it hush hush until it's like ready to go. So I'm gonna spice this one up, and I'm gonna say it's gonna be out this year.
Whoa, okay, all right.
I'm gonna say 2018. I'm gonna say
getting the bonus points.
I'm gonna try. I'm shooting for that half court shot.
All
on
right,
this one.
we'll see.
But I think it'll if it comes out this year, it will definitely. I think it's gonna be their big fall release. If it is, if it's announced.
Yeah. I have Forza Horizon 4 on here. As we clearly stated in the back in there. I've already said so I guess I can get I don't know. I won't count these points as for it cuz I've already set it up here. Where is it at? It was up here somewhere. All right, yeah, right here. I think it will be announced and we're gonna get a release date. It's gonna obviously be on the Xbox stage. We'll get some limited edition car to come out to be like the official car of the game,
some like dune buggy.
Yeah, it's something. I have no idea what they get. Well, no, because the Australia one had a Lamborghini.
What if they roll out with like a monster truck or something?
don't give them the idea because Microsoft does own the facility they're going to be doing this at. So, so here's where I'm going to do it. Forza Horizon 4. It's going to be on Xbox's stage. That doesn't count. I've already said it's going to definitely get like. Well, I guess that doesn't really count as that. But anyway, I think we're going to get gameplay because that's usually how it goes. They usually do some sort of trailer then a gameplay. So I think we're going to get that. But I'll only count that as like 1 point. So I think we're going to get gameplay.
I'm going to go. Yeah, I'm going to let Rebecca in real quick.
Okay. And here, I'll just cut right here. Welcome back. Okay.
All right.
Where we last left off.
Forza Horizon.
Yes, Forza Horizon. What I'm saying is we're getting gameplay. I'm not going to say that we're getting a trailer because that's kind of like, I feel like those kind of go hand in hand. You either say gameplay, trailer, or hybrid.
Yeah. If you're gonna get footage, you gotta say what kind of footage.
Yeah, exactly. I think we're definitely getting gameplay, and
a race.
I believe we're getting a release date because this is it. Forza Horizon's year. It makes sense for it to come out this year. There's no racing game. They are literally Playground Games is like the dominant brand right now of when it comes to making the race games. And like, no offense to the motorsport team, because Turn 10 definitely still puts out and is way better than Gran Turismo in the sense of numbers wise. But I definitely think we're getting a release date this year for Horizon. What else you got?
I guess Spider-Man. Yep.
I also got Spider-Man here.
I think that there's gonna be gameplay again.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be.
This is a little interesting because we already have a release date.
Yeah, we already have a release date. We've technically seen gameplay before. However, it was kind of like a specific scene that was a lot of QuickTime events. I think this particular time, I'm gonna say they're gonna do like a live, like open world sort of gameplay to be like, so when you're swinging from here to here, you can
a breakdown. Essentially.
Yeah, I think they're gonna do like a breakdown, like, oh well, there's a side mission going on over here. We can go check out what that is, or there's you can go here to do the story. I think they're gonna have that a gameplay trailer. So or not, I shouldn't say trailer, just gameplay. I think they're gonna have somebody on the stage with the controller actually playing it in the city in real time.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting thing. Insomniac has taken the game, which is for Xbox fans. They made Sunset Overdrive. That was their last game they just made. Now they're making Spider-Man, which is interesting to see their transformation into that.
Because didn't they do Resistance? Did they do Resistance?
Insomniac?
Yeah.
No, they did. Oh man, now we're gonna get roasted. I want to say Ratchet and Clank, but I might be wrong. Insomniac is known for like a very specific game. Cut.
No.
You got it? I want to say Ratchet and Clank.
Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah!
And Resistance.
Okay, we're both right.
And Spyro.
Oh, wow. Okay.
They did Spyro.
That's awesome. They're not doing it again, though.
Yeah.
They're not doing that is a revamped version. It's not a new Spyro game that's coming out. But
they did Fuse. I actually liked that game.
What's Fuse?
Fuse.
I don't know what that is. No,
it was a linear game, but it was co-op. You can have up to 4 people, and I actually enjoyed it. It does have like multiplayer, like horde modes you can do, but the story mode with the cooperative, I think that game was super underrated last gen. I think I enjoyed it.
It's interesting though. The EA is right next to their name on this game. Insomniac is an interesting company because they have made, obviously the Spyro games are with Activision, and you have Sunset Overdrive with the Microsoft company, and you have it's just interesting of how they kind of float around. They're a double A team.
They're third party.
Yeah,
they're third party developer. However, they tend to make games. They tend to make second
party. Isn't that the
I don't
or something like that?
I don't know the terms, but they're not owned or under the umbrella of a
they can
publisher.
Float around. Yeah, they're considered second party because they're able to float around.
But they make when they make a game, it's specifically for a console usually.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that's really cool that that Insomniac is definitely taking it. But it's interesting to see their evolution from Sunset Overdrive, and I'm curious to see like the possible transitions of the technology that they've used for Overdrive, if Microsoft allowing them, which I'm pretty sure they had that contract going, into making a PlayStation, exclusive, which is interesting. Let alone a major character as Spider-Man. Okay, so how are you going to earn points on this? Because we've already know the day.
I don't know. I don't think I should.
I think you can. You say gameplay.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna say that there's gonna be game.
Do you want to go into specific?
I don't think there's gonna be trailer. I think there's gonna be like actual gameplay.
Okay. Do you want to say anything specific in the gameplay? Like what we might
I'm
see.
going to say it's going to be like open world. They're going to just kind of show you like what the open world looks like. You know what I mean? That's what I think it's going to be. It's not going to be like a specific like they might go and end up doing a specific scene, but I bet you they're going to open it up with like them just kind of swinging around the where they have the one person playing and one person talking and like, well, here's Greg and he's just, as you can see, he's swinging around Manhattan right now.
So essentially showing off the mechanics of the game of swinging around and moving.
And like the open world aspects, what you can do in the open world. And then he's like, well, now Greg there's the primary mission he's coming up to, and he's gonna go take on Rhino robbing a bank or whatever it is. So.
It's interesting you bring up Rhino because what I think is gonna happen is we're gonna get gameplay.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get the boss revealed because we don't know the bad guy.
Yeah, we do.
We do know the bad guy.
Yeah.
Who's the bad guy?
I don't remember his name. He's some guy that I don't. He's obscure. I don't remember his name.
Well, see, what I was thinking was to go into more in depth of who the boss would be.
No, the boss has already been revealed.
Yeah. Okay. So then,
or the main antagonist.
Yeah, that's what I was going for. Was like who the major person was gonna be. So, I haven't really been following the Spider-Man thing, so
that's okay.
if you can find that,
no, I got it.
And then I'll go into even. Let's see. What do you got? Anything?
It's no. Keep going.
Okay. So I guess if they have announced the boss.
Yeah, Mr. Negative.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know who the hell that is.
That's it.
So I'll go this way. I'll say they're gonna reveal some character we already know.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to go, because this is going to be like very broad. I feel like he's going to be obviously the main villain.
Yeah.
But I think we're going to get other.
Well, there's two other on the list here that are already confirmed.
Okay, you might as well say.
Grim Goblin and Kingpin.
Damn. I think I think Mysterio is going to be in there, right? That's his name?
Yeah.
The guy with the
Mm-hmm.
I think he's going to be in the game. Yes.
No, Green Goblin and Kingpin are like the big.
Yeah, they're
the big Spider-Man antagonists. Even though people like to associate Kingpin with Daredevil, just
now,
Netflix series,
yeah,
but
exactly.
Kingpin has always been a big antagonist for Spider-Man in the comics.
Yeah,
and in the cartoon.
Oh man, yeah. I feel like they're gonna pull out all the stops here, and they're gonna show.
I bet you it's gonna be full of villains. It's gonna be, think of it like like the Arkham games, how there's just like kind of everybody's.
Yeah, it's
maybe
very much
they might not have like big roles, but they'll be there.
So in order to save face here,
yeah,
I'm gonna say they're gonna show a boss. They're going to show a battle with someone we already know.
Yeah,
whether that be.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be Green Goblin. That doesn't count. So I think, but I'm just going off of sidebar. I don't think it's gonna be Green Goblin just based on the fact that. That's a pretty big battle to just kind of throw out there. I think it's going to be some peon character, like how you're saying, Rhino or Mysterio or, Sandman, like some character that we know, but not so much like he's a bad guy, but he's not the bad guy.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know. I mean, what if I bet you, I don't know, what if they like throw in like at the end, a teaser to like the symbiote being in that game, the possibility
to where
teasing, like,
Venom would come in here?
Teasing symbiote suit Spider-Man or Venom.
Well, see, the thing is the movie comes out this year.
I know,
and they haven't revealed the third costume you get if you pre-order.
Yeah, because they revealed Spider-Man: Homecoming is one of them,
and they revealed.
Oh no,
that one was already in there. Right?
No, I'm sorry. It's not Homecoming Spider-Man. It's Infinity War Spider-Man suit.
Oh, that's the Iron Spider.
Yeah.
And then they released Punk Spider-Man or something like that, which is the third one though. That would seem very, very kind of Venom's here. Yeah. Like that might
what
be
if they
something.
Put Venom and Carnage in there, man.
Whoa. Okay. Now we're getting into
we're going too deep.
Yeah, that's too deep. If you throw in Carnage, it's like, oh man. Christian has been dying for a Carnage movie, like for years. Ever since like the second Spider-Man came out, he was like, "Oh man, what if they have Carnage in the next movie?" I'm like, "Nah." And then Venom was in the third movie, and I was like, "Oh man, there you go." And then they canceled the whole movie of like after that. They were like reboot. Yeah, so he's been waiting for Carnage to come into life. So yeah, my thing is for me to get points, there needs to be gameplay. More specifically, we're going to see a boss battle.
Yeah, no, I think that's gonna be the same thing.
Oh, you think boss battle?
Yeah,
Because you were going more of gameplay
No.
and seeing how the landscape works.
I'm telling you, I think this is how exactly it's gonna go. They're gonna open with him in the open world. He's gonna be like swinging around, and there's gonna be some guy talking over, like you can swing from here to here, and then if you look over here, there's some side missions over there. But then at the end, you're gonna cut into like a main story or like a side quest boss thing at the end.
Okay.
So I think they're gonna show off the open world, and then it will lead into like a boss.
Okay. I think they're just showing the
Into a
boss.
fight.
So there you go.
Oh, okay.
You'll get the points. You'll get the extra bonus points if you get both of them. But I only got 2 things here. What other game do you got here? Oh wait, did I mention Spider-Man, right?
I did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Halo 6. I think Halo's going to make an appearance. It would be weird if it didn't. Just because, like, Halo 5 is now taking... It would be really weird for Microsoft to go on stage, and the biggest announcement they have is Forza. Like, that would be so awkwardly weird for them to go out there and just not announce anything. But they did it last year, I guess. So it's
to go back about the topic before, when Gears of War 5...
Or part 1.
Yeah, part 1.
Yeah.
It makes more sense for them to announce the next Halo game versus the next Gears of War game.
I guess what I was getting at was like it makes sense for them to announce the game at all.
Yeah.
Not just the fact of comparing it to Gears, it's just the game in general. Mm-hmm. Like everyone was left with no major like Microsoft thing last year as far as I can remember. There was no
Thieves.
That was it. But that's it. Like they were really focusing on Rare. And then even then, it was like we had for Xbox. It was kind of light of an E3 of just we got announcements and teasers, but in the sense of things that came out from the major studio, from Microsoft Studios, there was very empty. Mm-hmm. And so to not have anything to compete with PlayStation's The Last of Us or to compete with what else did PlayStation have? They have Spider-Man coming out this year, so it's like. Those are 2 major things that would be so devastating to have PlayStation just dominate over while Xbox is over there sitting on the sideline going, well, in 2 years. Because now, this was the thing. Microsoft was announcing things left and right, E3 after E3 after E3, and then coming out. PlayStation was going, well, 3 years from now, we're getting a game. 4 years from now, we're getting a game. Those 4 years have now turned into it's coming out next year or it's coming out this year. So it's like Microsoft is now sitting with, we have to come out with Chief, bring Locke back. I don't really care. I actually had no problem with Halo 5. That's just what because everyone was like, well, it's not like the trailer. And I was like, I don't really care. But I think they can do a lot of stuff with those characters now that now that Chief is like, and it left with a big giant cliffhanger. It's like a very Half-Life 2-esque type thing of like, boom! Oh man, Cortana's rogue. Like we gotta go and like now Chief and Locke have to team up, and it's like we have to go and do stuff. So it would just be weird for them to keep on the track of like not announcing it. And so my thing is Halo 6 will be on stage. Mm-hmm. That will be probably Microsoft's big deal. And
cinematic trailer.
I think we'll get the cinematic trailer.
I think it would be cinematic.
But I also feel like we're gonna get a release date. And it's coming this year.
A specific date, or do you think you're going to get a window?
I think we're getting it this year.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say we're getting a trailer because normally that's how Halo works. They really don't show. They don't really show
gameplay because it's Halo. Halo's Halo.
On the Xbox stage is self-explanatory, so that doesn't count. But I definitely think we're getting a release date.
This is you're taking the jump like I did with the Bethesda game.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
We each got one.
Yeah.
Oh, my next one is Last of Us 2.
I also have The Last of Us as well.
I think.
I don't do it. Anyway, go ahead.
I thought I saw it there.
I have it up here, but go ahead.
I think Last of Us 2. I think they've done 2 cinematic trailers now. I think they're gonna do gameplay. I think they're at that point now to where they have to show gameplay. I think they're gonna do gameplay. I think it'll be like when they did the one for the very first Last of Us, where they had Joel and you were in the hotel and you had and they showed that little puzzle.
Yeah,
it'll probably be something like that. Where
the one they showed like everywhere, and everyone was still like, "What the hell is this game?" So yeah,
it'll probably be something like that, or who knows, maybe it'll be something dark and gritty, just because we've all well, half of us here have played through the first one, so we are already waist deep.
Yeah.
So, but I think we'll actually get like live gameplay.
Okay.
That's what I'll say. I'll say live gameplay.
Gameplay.
I'll say live gameplay for Spider-Man 2.
Okay.
As well. I don't think we'll get live gameplay for anything else.
Okay.
But I'm gonna say but that's it. I'm gonna say live gameplay.
No release date.
I think we'll get a release day.
Okay.
It'll probably be sometime next year.
I think it's going to be a trailer.
Okay.
And I also think there's going to be a release day. Because it just... I feel like it is that time for it. It's 3 years, right? They had to have been working on it for 3 years. But I definitely think 2019 is their goal.
Yeah.
Because get out of 2018. The fall sucks. Rockstar's going to bump everybody. So it's like... Don't do it. Just keep Spider-Man there. It's Spider-Man. It will sell. Move on. Sure, The Last of Us could compete. It definitely has the stats to do it.
Yeah.
But Rockstar's such a big, heavy giant that you just go over there and wait a couple months.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because, that's the thing. We're gonna have a live gameplay. I think it's gonna be live gameplay, and I think we're gonna get a release day.
Okay. I'm just saying trailer and release day.
Okay.
The other thing is, I'm gonna go with Pokemon. Pokemon, I feel is gonna be in the Treehouse thing. They announced that it was like supposed to be. It's in the works for Switch. I'm still hoping and anticipating for it because it's like it's such a big deal because like this game is known for being on handheld. It is not known for anything else, like the main line Pokemon games. Because obviously Pokemon Snap, Pokemon Stadium, all that. The mainline official Pokemon games, those
have all been on DS.
And Game Boy to 3DS, like they've all been there. So I feel like what Nintendo's probably going to do is, since they said we are starting last year, I don't think we're getting a release date, but I definitely think we're going to get some sort of trailer for the new Pokemon game and maybe a name. So since that one was not a category in the other ones, I won't say that. So I'm going to say, just like how your Bethesda one is, we're just going to get a trailer.
Yeah.
That's all we're getting from Nintendo.
Okay. I think that's... Yeah, I don't think Pokemon's going to be there.
Okay. You can write that down.
I personally
get the point for it. Write it down. Get the point for it.
I'll write it down. I'm going to say Pokemon.
Why do you think that they will not be there?
I don't think it's going to be in any sort of presentable state unless it's like a complete CG trailer. And it's just probably something really... if there's anything there, I think it's going to be something really short, and it's just going to cut to a logo real quick.
Okay. But your official one is... Not there at all.
Yeah,
okay.
If I think it's not going to be there, and if it is going to be there, it's not going to be like some extensive like 2 to 3 minute trailer.
Yeah.
It'll probably be something like when they showed off the Smash Brothers trailer when it was like 15 seconds.
Yes.
It'll probably be something
that. That's what I have the idea of. I feel we're going to get some sort of like, here's the name.
Yeah.
And like, this is what it is. Because what's interesting is, are they going to make 2 games? That's always been the deal.
Probably.
That's always been the thing, is getting 2 games. And
are you going to pay
what are they going to do?
$120 for 2 Pokemon games?
See, that's the thing is like, what Pokemon has always done is they've always pushed the limits of the console that it's on. So like they've always tried to keep going. Like for example, with Pokemon Sun and Moon, it got so packed that that they couldn't use 3D effects. It wouldn't work because the game was so stressing the consoles out. So if you didn't have the new 3DS, it almost lagged in the regular 3DS. So it's like it's interesting to see how they've always been trying to push that envelope, and it's weird how they've never came to a console. So
well, the thing is like I think the reason why it hasn't come to the console is because it's Nintendo's flagship DS game, handheld game.
But that's the other thing is this is one of those games that kills previous consoles, because as soon as Pokemon goes, we're on the Switch, dead. 3DS dies. Like that's how the DS died. Was how everyone was. There was multiple games going. Nope, we're moving to 3DS. Nope, we're moving to 3DS. And then Pokemon finally stepped in, sat there for a while when the 3DS was out, and then eventually was like, X and Y are 3DS games. And then I was like, all right, I bought a 3DS. Like, that's one of those things. It sells units. It's like, it's going to probably move a lot of units. Maybe not as much as Zelda or Mario Odyssey did, but it definitely has that fan base of like, it can do that. It's another wave of people that don't have a Switch are going to jump on the Switch thing and buy the Switch. So, yeah. Do you got any more over there?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you got?
I've got Red Dead 2.
Okay. This is interesting. I'm curious to see what you do. Because it could go either way, I want to listen to what you say.
I think they're going to do gameplay. And I'm now... I want to say hybrid gameplay. I don't think they're going to do live on the stage gameplay. I think they're going to actually...
So you're getting a hybrid trailer?
I think
or it's cinematic and gameplay?
I think it's going to be like scripted gameplay. Like it's
showing off multiplayer?
No, I don't know. Okay. I don't think they're going to show off multiplayer.
Oh, very much like hey, I was going to say John, but there's a Marston. I was like, hey, Bill, come on over here. And then he like walks over, and then it's just this cinematic pan like across the way.
Right,
and then eventually the end of the trailer cuts into the...
I think it's gonna be like them like walking through a town, much like Spider-Man swinging through a town, and then they're gonna get into like maybe like a bar fight or do like a side objective
or seeing a bar fight.
They're gonna do something, but I think it's gonna be a somewhat, it's gonna be in engine. It's not gonna be.
The previous trailer, the one that just released, is in engine.
No, but I mean it's cinematic. And
no. I'm just saying like. It's capable of doing
right,
that. Yeah.
Right. But I think it's going to be like live gameplay, but it's not going to be somebody on the stage playing the game. It's just going to be the game just playing
up
in
there.
Front
Yeah,
of you.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think it's going to be.
Okay, so you got the live gameplay.
Yeah.
Or you get the hybrid. The hybrid trailer.
Hybrid, yeah.
Hybrid trailer. Who's presenting it? Whose stage is it coming on?
I think it'll be on PlayStation.
Yeah, I think it'll
be on PlayStation.
Yeah. I'm gonna go as far as to say it won't be there.
Okay.
Because just based on Rockstar's thing and the fact that it's Rockstar, they don't need a trailer. They didn't have it for GTA 5, and because they don't need to do it anymore. Yeah. But I'm not saying that that's a bad call, because I feel like if I'm wrong. I mean, I'm not gonna complain about it, but so you could possibly get 2 points from that, but I'm gonna say Red Dead.
No show. Okay, that's fair.
What else do I got here? Metroid 4.
Think it'll be just another logo?
No, I actually said it's not gonna be there.
Yeah.
But
you would like it to be there.
I would like it to be there. It would kind of contradict my previous statement. I'm trying to think. I would want Metroid to be there, and if they do bring it, I think you get no more than the trailer, and no more as much as Pokemon would get.
Yeah, I was gonna say it'll probably be something really short, and then cut to a logo.
Yeah, I see, because
in the same veins like the Smash Brothers.
Yeah, they very much stated that their main focus right now is Smash, and usually when they come to E3, they really do just focus on one game. They talk about the other stuff. Like clearly, we didn't know about Pokemon
but they
until
have their
last year.
marquee
game, it's very much like this is the 10-minute presentation of Smash Brothers, or this is the 10-minute presentation of Mario Odyssey, or Zelda. This is what we're doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think if it shows up, again, this is counteracting what I was saying, so I'd get 1 point from this. Yeah. It'd just be a trailer, and like I said, if it'd be no more than what if Pokemon shows up, like 2 or 3 minutes. Hey, we're working on it, still happening, and we move on.
Yeah. I bet you if anything, it'll probably be like a shot of Samus.
Yeah, some sort of
standing there.
Oh crap moment, and then they turn and pan, and then pan up, and it's Samus, and you're like, oh yeah. So I think
something short like that.
Yeah.
For me, my last one.
Funny enough, I have a last one too.
Is Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
I also have it.
Is that what it's actually called? Shadow of the Tomb Raider?
Yes.
Okay. For some reason, that doesn't sound right to me.
Yeah, it's Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider, Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
All right. I'm excited for this one. We're both.
And then the last one's gonna be Set of the Tomb Raider.
We're both big fans. Of the Tomb Raider reboot.
Yes.
And I
specifically Camilla Luddington's adaptation of Lara Croft.
I think we're gonna. We've had 2 little cinematic snippets. I think we're gonna actually get like a hybrid, like a chunk of gameplay. Not gonna be live, not played live, but like a bit, like maybe like a 5 or 10 minute bit of it
of gameplay.
I'm gonna say like a hybrid.
A hybrid again. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say.
I
mean, it already has a release date and all that posted, so I'm gonna say there's gonna be a trailer, and I'll say it'll be hybrid.
Whose stage is it coming on?
Microsoft.
Okay.
I bet it's gonna be a Microsoft's.
Interesting, because obviously
it's not exclusive on this.
It's not a time exclusive,
but I think it will be on Microsoft just because it's already been kind of rumored out there that PlayStation wants to focus on 4 key games, and I think Microsoft is going to be kind of hurting for titles to show, and I think this is going to be a big title for them. And
it seems like there's no action adventure game like Tomb Raider is. Like if they put Halo out there, obviously both of those games did come out at the same. I think they both came out at the same time, didn't they? Or Halo 5 and
Halo 5 and Rise of Tomb Raider came out about this.
Or Gears, one of the two came out at the same time.
Halo 5 and Rise of the Tomb Raider, I think, came out.
Long for Rise of the Tomb Raider?
Yeah, I think they came out at the same time.
2016?
It's been 2 years. It's been 2 years.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Because it came out on PlayStation in July after it was released, and it's almost July.
So it's a match made in heaven right here. Master Chief and Lara Croft. There you go. I also think it's
ship him out into space.
Exactly. Yeah, that's where Lara goes this time.
She's going to space.
I think we're gonna get a hybrid trailer as well.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna make it interesting.
Okay.
I'm full on saying we're gonna get some gameplay.
Live gameplay.
Yeah, live gameplay.
Okay.
And we'll get. We obviously know the release date, and it will be on Xbox.
Yeah.
As well, because I think Square and Microsoft are really trying to be buddy, especially with the fact that Crystal Dynamics is. They helped out on this one. Obviously, they didn't make this one because who took this one? It was some other company because they were more focusing on the movie, or they were going on and doing other stuff, right? Crystal went on to do another.
I think
game,
Crystal
right?
Dynamics is working on something else right now.
Yeah,
I don't know.
And for some reason, they didn't get the Tomb Raider game, which is weird. Why they would say they don't want to work on it? I don't know. It was very weird of why Crystal Dynamics is not working on this game 100%. Like it would make sense if they were like, I don't know. It's interesting.
Oh, they're doing the Marvel game.
The Untitled Marvel game.
Yeah, that's it.
That's right, because Square has the licensing of the superheroes, other than Spider-Man.
That's
evidently.
what they're doing. Thank you, Google.
So yeah, it's gonna be very interesting. I did have Gears of War 5 here, but I also kind of fought myself on it up here in the first topic, where I don't think it's gonna be there. So I'm not gonna mention that. I will say, man, there was a game that popped in my head that you might like. What did you have?
You said it.
Oh, Cyberpunk 2077.
Did we already go through it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
Sorry.
There was another game that was like, but yeah, I think that's mainly. I mean, did you have anything else?
Not that I can think of. Maybe Crackdown 3.
Crackdown 3, yeah, it's not announced yet. It's not even like it's 5 years into the making.
To me, that game is kind of becoming like a joke.
Yeah.
How many E3s is it going to be on before it actually comes out?
Yeah, I mean, so just so that everyone knows, the Xbox E3 briefing will be on June 10th at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The PlayStation E3 event will be on June 11th at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And Nintendo's, usually it's called Treehouse event. I guess it's just called a video presentation this year. Will be on June 12th. What? That's interesting.
On Tuesday.
Yeah, on June 12th
at noon
at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 12 p.m. Eastern. And I'm trying to find IGN's thing because they did a whole video breakout of things. But if I don't find it in the next 2 seconds. No, I didn't find it. All right, so that's mainly going to be it. So we'll kind of fix all of this. Like our notebooks look like this right now. I don't know if it even will show it. But yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. We have all the predictions. Tune in next episode because it's going to be a pretty long episode because the last E3 episode we did was an hour and a half long. So even though this one was almost 2 hours long as well. So any final words? Are you excited for E3?
I'm excited to see what comes out of this E3.
Yeah. Because a lot of secret stuff. Because I feel like there's a lot we don't know.
There's a lot of games that are coming out that we don't know all that much about. That I'm personally excited for. You know, Spider-Man, Last of Us. I really am excited for the next Borderlands game, even though I didn't play the pre-sequel because I was burnt out on Borderlands at the time. But I'm excited.
You own it though.
I own it. I just haven't played it yet. And Red Dead. There's just so many games that I'm excited for.
Yeah, a lot of single player stuff going on out here too.
It's nice to see.
Yeah, I know. I'm seeing like a lot of single player. Yeah. There is some multiplayer, a lot of multiplayer too.
Yeah,
but a lot of our stuff is very single player.
I'm gonna say, looking at all mine, the ones that I see that will have multiplayer. Let's see, Anthem will. Last of Us will probably have multiplayer again. Red Dead will have multiplayer again. I know Shadow Tomb Raider has multiplayer.
But it's very light.
Yeah, it's like
because the second one had it too, but it was it was a two-player thing.
It was like Uncharted's multiplayer, and then Cyberpunk will have. It's sort of multiplayer-ish.
There's multiplayer in Cyberpunk.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why it's taking so long. It's
like CD's never done multiplayer, right?
Like the thing is like they're trying to do this thing where it's almost like a hub world that everybody plays in, but you're not like really playing together.
Yeah,
you're just like
so Dark Souls type,
kind of, except the people are gonna actually like be there. If that makes sense.
So Division.
I think of it like like Division or like Steep, where like when I'm in Steep, I see somebody going down the mountain. That's an actual person.
Oh, okay. All right.
But like they don't affect me or anything like that.
Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, I'm excited. I mean, like I said, a lot of our stuff is kind of the same because we'd very much prefer the single player experience kind of thing. We're immersed into the environment and stories. But like I said, I got Halo on here. I got Forza on here. What else is there? Anthem we talked about. In the previous topics we've talked about like Assassin's Creed, which didn't have multiplayer in this last one, but we never know.
Which is good in my opinion. The Assassin's Creed multiplayer was never that great. I tried it in 3 and it was
Dream seems like it's gonna obviously have some sort of multiplayer aspect of it. And I think that's about it.
It's not that we here at Bitcade don't like our multiplayer games because
Yeah, do you still play that?
I haven't played it in forever.
Yeah, I haven't either. I was like, I don't even. I actually don't have it on Xbox anymore.
Really, you uninstalled it?
I traded it in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I own it on PC though. So.
Yeah, I haven't played it. Last time I played was before Doomfist came out. That's how long it's been for me.
Yeah, I think I played when Doomfist was around, but that was about it.
I just burnt out. I was playing it. I played it that was like all I played for like almost a year, and I just burnt out.
Some
on
people
it.
still like it though. Yeah, you got that. You got that breast cancer mercy. You got a whole bunch of like all these new skins that you can't get anymore. That's how they get you.
No, you can get them every time that
it rotates out, kind of thing.
Well, when that season comes back, you can get them again.
Oh, okay.
So if you missed out on a Halloween scan, when Halloween comes back around, you can get it.
All right.
And you can actually you can buy them now with in-game currency. So it's not like you're.
Yeah.
And I think they're cheaper. The old ones, I think this year they made them cheaper, whereas the new ones were more like a legendary skin is like a regular legendary skin that comes in the game, not out of a box, is I think 1,000, and then the event ones were like 3,000, but then I think the old event ones were unlocked and able to purchase for 1,000.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
If I remember right, again, like I said, it's been a very long time since I played Overwatch. So,
well, ladies and gentlemen, that has been Bitcade, and we are going to end it here. But there's see, I watched the old episodes and I was like, oh man, we totally didn't even do that anymore. But the reason why is because you never participated or Quinn never participated. Until I honestly, made a big deal about it and we did it again.
I didn't know it was a thing until you made a big deal about it.
Yeah,
and then I never remember it.
Yeah, you never forget. But that's the thing. It's like I make a big deal about it, but you never do it again.
I'll probably forget next time we record.
Probably. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it. If you have E3 predictions or if you want to send us a PDF file of this monstrous notebook pad of what we just did, I'm going to make one anyway, but if you make one cooler, we'll use yours and we'll give you a shout out in the next episode. Links in the description below for all social media. If you have some E3 predictions or you disagree with us or you want to elaborate more on our stuff, you can also use the comment section below. If you're watching the full episode, E3 should be next week. And if you're watching the bit by bit episodes, then it will be, obviously this will be the third one, so it'll be 2 weeks away from now. And then we will be back and talk about what happened at E3 in the next episode, in episode 18. So stick around, make sure you subscribe. My name is Ryan A. Moore.
I was David,
and we'll see you guys in the next episode.
Bye. What are you squeezing there?
Whatever you want.